It's the Super Drive Time Show with Kaycee.
For the city of Lagos, my name is Kaycee, and this is the Super Drive Time Show on your number one lifestyle station, City FM. And yeah, it's not just me right here. I have a guest, or I have two very important people right here with me to talk about new music and basically the Nigerian music industry in a whole, basically. Right now, I've got Obiligbo right here with me. Good to have you in the studio, guys. How you doing?
I'm fine, my brother.
Okay, good to have you. So first off, let me ask, because I think I've been talking with you guys like through your journey coming here to the mainland all the way from the island. How was the traffic?
Normal thing now, normal level, normal Lagos traffic.
Yeah. Normal Lagos traffic, yeah?
Yeah, normal.
Okay, alrighty. So, first off, before we head to what we want to talk about, which is the brand new music that you have out, you've putting out new material and stuff. First, tell us, how was this duo? How was it formed, the group? Because this is the first time I think we're having this interview, this sit down. So, myself and people would like to know, how did this come about? How did it start?
Okay, yeah. First of all, we are brothers.
Okay.
We're not twins. We are brothers. Yeah.
You have to put that out there.
From the same mother, the same father.
Okay.
Yeah, Obozo is my senior brother. So we started this journey January 2012.
That's a long time.
Since then, it wasn't an easy movement, but we thank God.
Yeah.
We thank God.
Okay, alrighty. So, with that in mind, people feel like, it's not like I want to even call names, but we've even had situations whereby, being siblings might not be enough for you to maintain that bond, both musically and outside music as well. But how have you guys been able to, basically withstand the pressure of making music together and being on the same wavelength?
Yeah, number one thing is understanding, and love. And another thing is to avoid something like greediness,
Yeah, greed.
Yeah.
It can set in even with siblings as well.
Yes, of course. So that's how we do our thing. We do avoid bad vibes.
Okay.
Anything that will bring bad vibe to the group.
Take it out.
Must be avoided.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's how we are doing our thing. But the major thing is understanding. Yeah.
Okay, so aside both of you, is there like an external person, like a relative or a sibling as well that basically you guys are answerable to, or you guys just add in the decision making process as concerns whatever music you're going to put out or whatever thing you decide to do as concerns your career? It's just strictly both of you.
Yeah, just both of us.
So no other outside influence is welcome.
We have our manager, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, we have our manager.
Have you guys ever disagreed on something before?
Both of us. You mean
Yeah.
Both of us. Sometimes.
When it comes to making music, yeah.
No, not in music side, but normally as guys now, normal thing now as human being.
Yeah.
So sometimes you do have a kind of disagreement, but after everything, within some minutes,
Sort it out.
yeah,
As
of
men.
course.
Okay, so so something I want to ask as concerns the type of music you make now. What can we call it? Is it safe to call it high life? Can we just strictly put it within that bracket of high life, or you want it to be something more?
Our sound is high life. Once you hear our sound,
Strictly
you
high.
already know that this is a high life music.
Yeah.
So it's high life.
Okay, so now tell me, the type of music that you make, was it something that you perfected it in the East before you took it right here to Lagos, or it was something that you had to change some things to make it fit into the Lagos market? So talk to us about that.
Yeah. We started with our local kind of style,
Yeah.
But normally that kind of local style
Yeah.
can never enter here in Lagos. Lagos has a different kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So before you can enter this Lagos, as in Lagos market, you need to do something that Lagos, even non-Igbos, can vibe to.
Yes, true.
So we started with our local kind of sound, but which that local kind of sound, one of our tracks is almost about 15 or 16 minutes
Okay.
before, but now I think we have
You shortened it.
Yeah, we have shortened it like 3 minutes to 4 minutes.
Yeah,
Highest
yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so with that in mind, you're saying maybe it's not just Lagos and everything; it's the Nigerian music industry as a whole.
Yeah.
You tend to notice that shorter songs get more attention.
Of course.
If we can use that word before. So when was the last time you made?
More long it is, more boring.
Oh, yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
yes.
Okay, so we're saying people like Osadebe back in the day that would
Yeah,
make a song of
this
15 minutes.
generation, nobody can sit down and listen to you for about 15 minutes. You're not the only artist on
On Spotify.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So you've had tracks with you've done something with Larry Gaga, you've done something with Basket Mouth, you've done something with Davido as well.
Yeah.
So when it comes to making music and fitting into the westernized market or the Western market, like we mentioned right here in Nigeria, what has been the biggest challenge for you guys so far?
The moment we started doing it to suit non-Igbos and non-Nigerians,
Yeah, how was that?
It wasn't that easy for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes people will be like, this sounds local. Are you sure that these guys can go far with it? But the moment we started doing it with some early artists, the whole story changed.
Yeah.
Now people believe that, so these guys can do this thing with Davido, somebody like Davido,
Yeah, yeah.
and many artists, So I think we have done a lot. So now people believe that this sound is no longer that local sound, that they used to know.
Back in the day.
Obiligbo is not just an ordinary brand. Now Obiligbo is now as big as you can think of. But we thank God for everything. Yeah.
So despite the fact that you majorly deal with indigenous content, basically Igbo content, you are trying to say that Obiligbo makes music for not just the Igbos but basically for everybody.
It's not all about language again.
Yeah.
So the music has gone far beyond language. Anybody can listen to our sound
vibe to you guys,
without getting what we are saying. Even if you don't understand what we are saying, you can dance to our beat. That's the best thing.
Yeah, the funny thing is you see a lot of Yoruba girls even these days, they start to vibe to high life music. It could be from anybody, it could be from Fino, it could be from Flavor, it could be from Obiligbo. Like people are actually getting interested in from the sounds from the East, and it's getting massive.
Sure.
So at some point, would you say it's easier right now for anybody that wants to come from the East to make music and make it big in Lagos as compared to back in the day?
No, it's not easy.
It's still not easy up till now.
It's not easy.
You guys put a lot of work, a lot of energy, you guys come, you need to come out with something, not just to do what others are doing. You need to stand out before you can penetrate this town, this
market.
city now, this Lagos. It's not easy. I must tell you, it's not easy at all.
Let me ask you a question. Is it possible to penetrate the market if you're coming from the East without featuring any other artist and just yourself? Is it easy? Or is it easier where you put, is it possible at all to do it basically putting out Eastern content without featuring Davido, without featuring anybody, just doing it on your own?
No, I don't think it's not easy. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible, I don't think.
So basically you need to show that you can make music with the Olamides and
yes, of course.
To be
for
honest,
them to accept you, for them to accept your sound, you need to do something with someone they are familiar with.
Yeah.
You don't just come up with your own pattern and expect them to accept it. You must do something that non-Igbos will be like, so this
I can enjoy this.
guy can vibe to this kind of sound.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Okay, I've got Obiligbo right here with me on City 1051 right here on the Super Drive Time Show. I'm going to play you a song right now. It's called Doubting Thomas, Larry Gaga, Obiligbo and Davido on this track. I'm sure you've seen the video. We're going to be talking about this song when we get back. Then we would move to the new one called Zambololo. You have to stick around for this one. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Right now, Doubting Thomas, Larry Gaga, Obiligbo and Davido. Here we go.
It's the Super Drive Time Show with Kaycee.
I'm sure you listen to Doubting Thomas, Larry Gaga, Obiligbo and Davido. Now, I need to ask you this. I mean, people that know where Davido is from.
Yeah.
Yeah, and know where coming from like knowing where you're from as well, the kind of music that you make, what inspired your music. You know, having back then it would have been a challenge having Davido trying to blend in and to this high life sound. So tell me, how was it working with him? Because I heard Davido speaking Igbo as well. So I was like, okay, this is pretty good.
Yeah, now I'll put it this way: Igbo is now becoming a very good language now, because everybody wants to learn Igbo language. Before it was like once they hear you speak Igbo, you are local. But now, as you can see, Davido was trying to put out
blending,
with Igbo language
Yes.
to show you that now Igbo has more value than before. So somebody like Davido, as big as Davido, wants to speak Igbo. Not that he can't vibe to the song without speaking Igbo, but he needs to do it because he believes that now Igbos has a lot of people both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So as you can see, a song like Doubting Thomas, you can see how it goes.
The highlight,
Igbo and a little bit English. So it shows you that now people loves that Igbo vibe.
People love that vibe.
Yeah, very well. High life is no longer just for Igbos alone. Now it's for everybody.
Okay.
So
basically, is it also the same thing? You have people, Igbo artists or rappers that grew up right here in Lagos speaking Yoruba, like it's something that they like. So these days, are you saying that we're starting to see it's starting to become a level playing ground for everybody now? I mean, you can go anywhere and perform your show. Somebody from Lagos or somebody born in Lagos can actually go to Enugu, sell out the crowd, perform. Olamide can go to Enugu and he has fans there. Fino coming over here, Obiligbo coming to Lagos can do anything. So language is not a barrier anymore. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's not a barrier anymore. I don't believe that again. Before I believe that language can be a hindrance to your song or your craft, but now I don't believe that anymore.
Okay.
Since Obiligbo with our name, Obiligbo is all Igbo language. Obiligbo. Without you being an Igbo person, you won't understand the name, or you can't pronounce the name correctly. But with the name, we are still going where we are going. So it shows you that it's no longer about your language. It's all about the sound you put out for people. At
the end of the day.
So yeah.
Okay, so real quick before we wrap things up, let's talk about the new jam that you have out, Zambololo. What can people expect to hear when they jam this song?
Of course, vibe. Once you hear our song, you must expect to hear a different proverb that you have not heard before.
Okay.
Deep proverb.
Give us an example of one proverb.
Okay. Like we Igbos do say, "Eju to eyi achawo ojo," means you can never oppress me with what I can handle. But if I want to make it clear to you, it means you can never intimidate a prostitute with your dick.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay. Alrighty.
So I need to make it clear so people can understand it very well. But what it means, because it's a deep proverb.
So basically, the general meaning is.
The general meaning is you can never oppress me with what I can handle.
Yeah.
So that's the meaning.
Okay, amazing. So when was this recorded? This particular record?
That was last 2 months.
Last 2 months.
Yeah, last 2 months.
What has it been, making music before and after the pandemic? Like, have you experienced major difficulties, recording songs?
I would say that
what did it change? Yeah.
Pandemic even helped us a lot because it made us to have more time for our songs. We recorded a lot of songs on that pandemic time. So, without the pandemic, it's all just from this show, from here to here, from this place to another. But that pandemic, it brought everybody together. It brings your head down to reason on what to drop next. It helps a lot in terms of our way, it helps us a lot to record a lot of songs. Even some of the songs are not even yet out, you know. So it helps us a lot. But just in making money, in the aspect of making money from shows, that's the only place I can tell you that pandemic affected a lot of entertainers, not just Obiligbo, but a lot of entertainers, both MCs, DJs, and musicians. You know, so that's it.
Fantastic. Okay, let's wrap things up right now. So, how can people get this song? Where can they stream it? It's on every platform, yeah?
Every
platform.
digital
Spotify,
platform,
iTunes,
everywhere.
basically everywhere.
Just
Okay.
type Zambololo by Obiligbo.
Yeah. So, before the year runs out, do you have anything in store, like a project, an EP coming out?
Of course, we're working on something. I don't need to make it out.
Well, you are on the only store saying and only live. You know,
No, you
you're
don't-
more
you
than
don't have-
sometimes when they talk calm now.
You don't have to.
Okay.
We need to take people by
But at
surprise.
least let us know. Is it
Yeah.
going to be an EP or a full-length album?
Let's be going first. It might be a single.
It might be a single, an EP, yeah. So
let's
talk
be
to us
going.
about Zambololo. Does it have a video yet?
Yes, Zambololo has
Okay.
a video.
I knew
So
that,
it's
but
on
like for
YouTube.
anybody that it's on
Yeah, it's
YouTube.
on
When did the
YouTube.
video drop?
The same day we dropped the audio. Yeah, this 26th of
26th of August.
Yeah, we dropped both video and audio.
That was barely last week,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
Alrighty. Big shout out to you guys for coming through. How can people follow you on social media?
My own handle on Instagram is Akunwafo Obiligbo.
Okay.
While my brother's own is Wozo Obiligbo. And our fan page on Instagram is Obiligbo Global _ Then on Facebook, we only have Obiligbo Global.
Okay.
So that's it.
Absolutely amazing having you guys in the studio. We need to do this some other time, okay?
Sure.
When traffic permits.
Bam.
Big shout out to you guys. I'm going to play this song right now. This is Zambololo by Obiligbo. My name is Kaycee, Super Drive Time Show. Stick around.
It's the Super Drive Time Show with Kaycee.